About half of American adults believe in at least one medical conspiracy.
Peace, people. This is Suprema Law, Comrade Camp Gossip, ComradeGossip.com. For all the fans of radio, underground, hip hop, battles, and just music in general in Connecticut, New England, tri-state scene, might know who K-Dub is. In recent years, he's become a nutritionist. Is that the word?
No, I wouldn't say nutritionist.
Okay, yeah. Let's let Kevin W. Reese say it in his own words. How would you put it, sir?
I'm a holistic health educator.
Oh, okay.
And I help people overcome their chronic illnesses. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been doing that?
Professionally, 5 years.
Okay, and what made you decide to exit from the music industry into this particular field?
It's something I became passionate about through having health issues of my own, and then following that path of going to school and learning and figuring out how the medical mafia is taking advantage of us. And I just decided to jump in there.
Okay, the medical mafia.
Mhm.
So I've read a couple of things you've spoken about and done on, and you've said I believe that the pharmaceutical industry's goal isn't really to cure anything.
Right.
So is it that we can cure our ailments through exercise and diet?
Yeah, it depends on what kind of illness. If it's a chronic illness, then yes.
Okay.
If it's an acute illness or situation, then no.
Okay.
So that's the understanding that people need to have, is that there's two separate things. It's like, can a defensive lineman in football play running back?
No.
So it's two separate, there's offense and there's defense. There's two separate things. So, yeah, when it comes to chronic illnesses, which I deal with, we're talking about migraines, we're talking about fibromyalgia and irritable bowel syndrome and lupus and things like that, and that's what I help people overcome.
Okay.
If it's something like an asthma attack, or it's something like an infection or Lyme disease or something like that, then you may need some medical help. It just depends on the situation.
Okay. So acute is something like Lyme disease would be an acute illness.
Yeah, well, kind of. It's chronic, but Lyme disease is brought on by getting bit by a tick. So you're infected. That's an infection.
Okay.
So Lyme disease is almost like it's kind of like malaria in a way. Infected.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, certainly there are people that have got over it naturally.
Right.
But I don't deal with that personally because there's a lot of politics involved. So, my attorney tells me to steer clear.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So, you said you have a conference coming up soon?
Yeah, I have a big conference coming up, the first annual. It's called The People versus Chronic Illness, and I'm going to put people who have overcome their illnesses on stage, and we're going to actually show proof. For the first time in American history, we're going to show proof in front of everyone's own eyes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so when and where is this conference?
It's going to be November 11th, 2017. It's going to be at the Holiday Inn by the river in East Hartford.
Okay, and hopefully after we finish the interview, you can, if you have a flyer or something, you can direct me to where to get it, and I can post that with your this interview.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, so so a few more questions. So, for example, we don't want to give everything away because you want people to go to the conference, November 11th. But
it's hard to give too much away because I have books out there, and anyone that went to eatthesunlight.com and purchased a book, certainly they would get tons of information. So information is definitely out there for sure.
Okay, eatthesunlight.com.
Yeah, that's my company, and we help people overcome their chronic health issues, and but we also keep it fun.
Right. Okay. So let me just pick a random one. So you said migraines, for example. So how could someone work to overcome migraine headaches naturally or holistically?
Migraines actually is one of our easiest ones. We're getting people over migraines in 5 to 6 weeks. And what we do is we run people through my flagship program, which is called the ETF 120 program. And it's 120 days.
Mm-hmm.
And, I created a curriculum. It's pretty much like a school. It's like an e-course. And you just follow the curriculum. And then I have health coaches. I have a health coaching staff. And then, and they help the student on a day-to-day basis. And they just take the course and they follow, do their homework, so to speak. And the migraines will be gone in 5 to 6 weeks.
Wow. And this is proven method that you do?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. We got all the testimonials to prove everything. And I don't have to make any claims, really.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just, when you can talk to somebody who can actually, look you in your eyes and say, yeah, I suffered from migraine. Like one girl suffered from migraines for 14 years, and, it greatly affected her life. She wasn't able to go outside a lot and, on disability and didn't, wasn't able to take care of her kids the way she wanted to. And, you get that type of pain, your life is greatly altered. And, she's great now, so it's like, how do you dispute it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you dispute it? Nobody thought that Rocky could beat the Russian, but he did. We saw it.
Right.
Granted, it's a movie, but I'm just saying, it's proof. It's like, nobody thought Ali would beat Foreman, but he did, and we saw it.
Right, and that's not a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I had as I told you in my email, I had heard you give the on what's that show Scott X has there, Time for Some Action?
Yeah, I've never been on his show, but
oh, then what show was it? You were back? Was it with Nancy in the morning? You were on something.
It was with Nancy. Yeah, Nancy, the Connecticut Beat on Hot 93.7. She invites me on there about once a year.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, and you were talking about milk.
Yeah.
And I haven't drank it since, and at that time when I heard that, I was on the iron vacation, and I got so many people in my area to get off milk, and people's faces cleared up, and because I was writing down what you were saying, and
right.
So I definitely can testify to the evidence.
Yeah, I'm glad you took notes, man. I'm glad you took it serious. Yeah, it's another medical mafia thing, man. It's just you can make more money off of the solution if you also create the problem. So, certainly dairy is one of those problems that we have. I can't speak to other countries, but in America, certainly, because they've programmed us since we were children that we need to have milk. But the truth is we're supposed to have our mother's milk, and then we're supposed to be done at like age 2. And that's it. End of story. But they took it and they ran with it, and they made this whole campaign out of it. And, You know, I mean, look at the I mean, when I was a kid, the catchphrase was "milk does a body good,"
Right.
and that phrase is no longer around because that's a claim, and you're not supposed to make claims. And they realized that milk didn't do a body good, and it was a claim, and they couldn't live up to the claim, so they switched it.
Mm-hmm.
So Nike didn't switch theirs. I mean, Nike's always been to do it, right?
Right.
So, I mean...
Right. No, I get it. I mean, whenever... Because I still bring up this... I wouldn't call it an argument, but this fact point out. And I still bring up the fact that you said, well, just look at silverback gorillas. And they stopped feeding their kids milk. And then you said that we're the only species that drinks another species' milk.
Right. Milk, you know, the milk that they serve us is meant for baby calves.
Mm.
You know, it's a fact. You know, and
do you believe?
and then from a humane standpoint, I mean, they're just abusing the animals.
This is true.
And, so that's a whole nother topic altogether.
Right. So do you believe that us consuming all these things that really aren't meant for us genetically lead to early development in children?
What development? Early development?
Early development, yeah. As far as
yes. I mean, are you talking about the little girls out here? Like,
yeah, physically.
Yo, it's crazy. Like, when I went to middle school, girls didn't look like how they do now.
Right.
Crazy. And what I'm speaking is not like some sexual stuff. I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way, but it's just proof that if you look at the girls getting off the bus when you're driving by, they are sick.
Yeah.
You got little 12-year-old girls that are sick, looking like they're 22, ready to go to the club. And it wasn't like that when I was a kid at all. And what that is that's the hormones. That's the hormones and the steroids that's in the dairy and the meat.
Right.
Because they started putting hormones and steroids in the dairy and the meat in the 80s. So you got to look at the generations. Like, actually, they probably started doing it in the 90s, actually, early 90s. So you got to look at the generations. Like, I was in middle school in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Going into high school. But fast forward 15, 20 years.
Right.
Everyone's got hormones and steroids in them from eating, you know, steak and chicken and milk and cheese and ice cream. It's crazy.
Okay, so this is just this. Whoa. Well, I mean, it's just the more I think. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense though, because you know, I was my graduating year would have been 1999, and I started to notice that from like 8th graders and freshmen coming in, like, now wait a minute now. And that's not so. It seemed to be a rapid well, I wouldn't say progression is the word, but a rapid development.
Right.
Okay, so
Right. We're growing fast, and autism is another thing that's on the rise. Is it linked to that? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people link it to vaccines. I don't know, but I'm just saying that our health has been deteriorating pretty much from the 80s on.
Right. Yeah. My only first cousin was autistic. He passed away from the wrong medication.
It's horrible.
And then a friend of mine, he actually teaches at Full Sail University in Florida. His son is autistic, and he said it was because vaccines and too many ultrasounds.
Yeah.
He subscribes to the whole. Yeah. He subscribes to the whole medical mafia belief thing as well.
Yeah, and then, you know, they get us in a position to be sick, and then they keep us alive with the medical science, and then it's just one big cycle of money, one big cycle of economy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if I was a roofer, and I made my living off of fixing people's roofs, but then I snuck into a neighborhood late at night And I jumped on each roof and punched holes in the roof so that you had a leak the next day. And then they called me, oh, we need a roof fix.
Right.
Like, all right, like,
Right.
now I just boosted my own economy.
Right. That makes perfect sense. All right. Well, so again, say one more time because I'm gonna get ready to wrap up the interview. So again, the conference is.
Yeah, the conference is called The People versus Chronic Illness. We're going to provide real people on stage to share their stories, and it's happening November 11th at the Holiday Inn in East Hartford, Connecticut. And you can get more information at eatthesunlight.com, as well as my books, medicinal teas, and everything, man, everything.
All right. Kevin W. Reese, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.